Christopher here from the Christopher Show. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about CBD. Now, CBD is not approved by the FDA as of yet. Myself, as well as millions of other people across the USA, have used it with help for pain, anxiety, sleep, and other conditions. Now, you know, all CBD products are not equal. It really matters on where you get the CBD from. Now, I suggest you get it from a qualified pharmacist, and I happen to know of one. It's at Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, California. They only carry pharmaceutical-grade CBD products of the highest quality. So if you want the best, you go to Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions. Their staff is there to help you with all your CBD, pharmacy, and mobility needs. They're located at 1680 East 6th Street in Beaumont, California. Give them a call, 951-845-8252. Once again, it's Your Pharmacy Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, 951-845-8252. Once again, it's Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, California, 951-845-8252.
Do you need a car? Been shopping only to be turned down because of bad credit, low credit, no credit, bankruptcy, or divorce? Guess what? Today's your lucky day, because now you can buy a car, truck, or SUV, just about any vehicle. It's true. Bad credit doesn't matter. No credit doesn't matter. Bankruptcy or divorce, it just doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, your job is your ticket to your new vehicle. We're Auto Credit Express, and we've helped thousands of people just like you. Antonio H. told us, great company, got me connected, and the day I went in, I drove off in the car I wanted. 100% worth your time. Need a car? Get started now and drive off as early as today. Just go to 12ignoremyscore.com right now. That's www.12ignoremyscore.com. Auto financing the easy way. 12ignoremyscore.com. Get started today. Auto financing the easy way.
My mom is a breast cancer survivor. The United Breast Cancer Foundation saved her life. Their free breast cancer exam caught the cancer early, and that saved her life. But now the foundation needs your help so they can continue offering free or low-cost breast screening exams, saving more women's lives. Help them by donating your car, whether it's running or not. They'll provide fast, free 24-hour pickup, and you receive a charitable tax deduction, plus the great feeling you'll get knowing your donated car is going to help save more lives. Just 800-781-0965 to set the wheels in motion. They take cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, running or not. Call 800-781-0965. The United Breast Cancer Foundation needs your help, and your donation could literally save women's lives, helping them catch breast cancer early, like they did with my mom. Donate today. 800-781-0965. That's 800-781-0965.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Don't forget, of course, you can get us on your Alexa app. Of course, Google Play is in your little section over there on your phone, and you can go ahead and load it up. Just type it in, KMET 1490 AM. Tune in right there. Godzilla versus Kong. It's giving a first glimpse of an epic monster showdown. Have you seen this, Jesse?
Oh, yes, of course. The moment it got released, I watched it, I think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Who's going to win, Godzilla or Kong?
Good question. I'm always going to root for Godzilla, but the movie makes it seem like there's something else in the background.
Yeah, right. Look, I'm ready for it. I'm always hopeful that King Kong's going to win, but come on. How do you even take on a radioactive Godzilla who's taking out pretty much every single monster known to man? It's Godzilla. There's no competition, Jesse. Think about it. Who would you pick in a final brawl?
Good question. See, while Godzilla has that atomic breath, if you watch the trailer, King Kong has some type of battle axe. So I don't know. I would really look. If you look at the trailer, they're equal in size, so that's kind of unique, especially since I always thought Godzilla was bigger than King Kong. So
He is.
it'll be interesting to see them on toe to toe.
Yeah. I don't know. I already know who's going to win that one. Warner Brothers, of course, unveiled their sneak peek at their new movie. They say legends will collide. Two most powerful forces of nature clash on the big screen in a spectacular battle for the ages. The movie, directed by Adam Wingard, stars Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown, Rebecca Hall, young newcomer Kaylee Hoddle as an orphan girl with a special bond with the mighty apes. So, of course, only in publicity material, they're saying the epic clash between the two titans instigated by unseen forces is only the beginning of the mystery that lies deep within the core of the earth. The latest offering of the MonsterVerse franchise, of course, hits theaters on March 26th. It will also be available free to stream for a month to HBO Max subscribers in the U.S. Studio has not issued a release date for elsewhere around the world. Back, of course, in December, Warner Brothers, the second's largest movie studio, announced their plans to stream all of their 2021 movies at the same time they hit theaters. Warner Media CEO Jason Kilar said in a blog post of the highlights included The Little Things, Tom and Jerry, In the Heights, and Dune. So, question of the day, Jesse, of course, is who do you think they're going to fight together? Because obviously they're probably going to be like, fighting for like a good 3 minutes, and then they'll be like, oh, there's Mothra. Oh, there's that three-headed jerk. Which one do you think they'll probably come up against?
Ooh, good question. Yeah, he could come back because he was hinted at the end. But you know what? It could be maybe Mecha Godzilla gets out of control.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah. Was he like what was it? It was he was like the machine version, right? Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, he was the machine version of Godzilla.
Do you remember the little guy?
What little guy? The little Godzilla?
Yeah, it was like it was kind of creepy looking, like the son of Godzilla. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that movie, The Son of Godzilla.
Yeah, that was creepy. But there you go. I like the old ones. I actually remember growing up on the old ones, and of course, we've had a good TJ Storm on our show, which great martial artist, by the way, of course, plays the Godzilla, of course, motion capture, because that's how you roll. I'm telling you, he's got the walk down. He is Mr. Godzilla to me, always and forever. Great guy. Maybe we'll have him back on the show to talk about his time on that beating whoever King Kong was. But there you go. Budweiser, they're skipping the Super Bowl for the first time in nearly 4 decades. Can you believe that, Jesse?
Wow, that's no, that's not really of a shock. So, it's like, what are they going to advertise? But I can see them probably. Are they going to advertise at all? Or are they going to use it for something else?
That's a great question. I was just thinking that Budweiser shifting their money would have been spent on a commercial slot. Get this. How much do you think it costs for a February 7th event of a good commercial slot, Jesse?
Ooh, for the Super Bowl time, I'm going to guess at least 30 million for like a 1-minute spot, maybe.
Pretty close. Off by about a fifth, but that's close. 5.6 million for the February 7th event to support critical COVID-19 vaccine awareness with donations and future ad campaigns. The pandemic forced Budweiser to rethink their marketing approach as the alcohol industry reeled from the sudden shutdown of bars, restaurants, and big events. The brand wanted to be proactive in promoting vaccine awareness since they will eventually lead back to normalcy. Some of Budweiser's planned advertising airtime this year will be given to the Ad Council and COVID Collaborative's Vaccine Education Initiative. Last year, both organizations forged a partnership to educate the public about the vaccine's safety and effectiveness. Budweiser is donating $1 million worth of ad inventory on TV, radio, and other places to the organizations for future ads. I like that. That's a good way to use the money, right? And they save some money at the same time. And who doesn't know Budweiser already?
Right? Let's be real. The best commercial Budweiser ever made was with those 3 frogs. You remember that? Yeah, I remember that. That was a good one. Let's see. A rural county in Washington State hasn't wasted a single COVID-19 vaccine dose. According to this, Cayman County says they're outpacing the vaccine rates. And in that state, it's had a lot of practice in triaging and managing disasters, especially wildfires. Rich Elliott, the deputy fire chief of Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue, said we're a fairly rural county and we get significant weather events, mostly wildfires. Our country has a 25-year history of just sort of everybody, the hospital, the school districts, law enforcement, fire agencies, federal state partners. We just kind of cooperate. And the coronavirus pandemic, of course, are looking for personal protective equipment and testing
The cross-functional team of their essential workers and volunteers are working to distribute the vaccine, and they say it's working. Who they're, of course, in charge of vaccine distribution for the county. So some areas it's doing really good. Other areas, I think we got a couple more things we can work on, but who knows? Are you going to take it? We want to know. Check it out, social media. Here's some of our comments. Let's see. There is Angel Robertson from Scotland tuning in. Diana Chenevere says, warm wishes from the Emerald Coast of Northwest Florida. Niru Shahi says, from small and beautiful country, Nepal. Thank you for tuning in. Lucy tuning in says, good morning, guys. Hey, quick question, by the way. I know she was celebrating a birthday. Whose birthday was it, bud?
We were celebrating my grandmother's birthday. So it was a unique experience on trying to do that because we're all trying to social distance.
That's got to be very careful and very proactively. I got to imagine she must have been very happy to see the family, though.
I think so. I mean, what we did was we set up some tables. We were separated, our family and then hers over there. And we just had some lunch. We chit-chatted.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Sometimes you just have to, shoot the breeze and have some fun. All right, people, we got to take a quick break. We'll be right back right after these messages with more.
Your health truly is the greatest gift. At U-Theory, quality of life is at the heart of every product we make. From farm to shelf, we travel the world to source the purest, most efficacious, and clinically studied ingredients to create science-backed supplements that support beauty, emotional, digestive, and physical well-being. All U-Theory products are manufactured at our Southern California facility, ensuring the highest quality standards every step of the way. As a family-owned company, we celebrate the power of human potential with a mission to inspire wellness in all. Try U-Theory Immune Plus Daily Wellness. 100% daily values of vitamin C, D3, and zinc. Go beyond the you of today and catch the you of tomorrow. U-Theory.
Who is the Atua Man? Can you imagine exploring spiritual consciousness through an exotic action-adventure story? The Atua Man is masterfully illuminated in this self-discovery novel by John Stevenson. Dive into the page-turning epic hero's journey, weaving together high action with spiritual revelation. Join the Atua Man and his colorful cohorts as they travel through the majestic Hawaii, the hidden mysteries of Polynesia, and the intrigue, starting with the mysterious healing that breeds chaos in London. This journey guides us through the trials of living in the material world, arriving into enlightened consciousness, perhaps glimpse into the fabric of creation. How is the Atua Man affected by the global healing ministry surrounding him? How does he navigate the complexities of love, forgiveness, life and death, wealth and power? Find out in John Stevenson's TheAtuaMan.com, Apple Books, Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
Hello, listeners. This is Christopher from The Christopher Show. Hey, if you missed one of our shows here at KMET, don't worry about it. You can go to our webpage, and that's KMET1490am.com. Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want.
Join the conversation every Monday afternoon at 3 p.m. Pacific for Inner Voice Heartfelt Chat with Dr. Fujan. Dr. Fujan is a radio and TV host, international speaker, psychotherapist, life coach, and the author of Life Reset, The Awareness Path to Create the Life You Want. She brings you the latest research and interviews with experts in the field of cognitive sciences. Anyone who loves to grow and create growth for humanity gets a voice on this call-in show. Inner Voice Heartfelt Chat with Dr. Fujan. Monday afternoons at 3 p.m. Pacific on Smart Talk KMET 1490 AM and on KMET1490am.com.
Down there care with Cottonelle. Down there, because you're all over your overall.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show. You're on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Still saying good day and good morning to everybody out there. Of course, Jesse's sharing his good day in Nauru. Rosalie tuning in says, I'm rooting for King Kong. He loves blondes. That's a good way of saying it. Trinita Dorsey says, I'm going for King Kong. Come on, right? That would make sense. Maria tuning in says, hope you have all a great weekend. Thank you. Penelope Green says, good morning on a pleasant, beautiful day in Southern California to everyone here in the Breakfast Club. Most importantly, to all of the rest of you. Yes, of course, hashtag Team Godzilla. That's sounding about right. And there you go. We got some hashtags there going on. So keep that rolling. I say Godzilla's got it hands down. I want to say I feel like they've done this one already, though, haven't they? Or was it who was it King Kong again against? Or I thought they did this already.
No, they did. I think they did it in the late 60s or.
Yeah, well, he takes a while, right? He takes a while to actually catch up, and then of course he's got to, blow that out. So, you kind of once you see the back starting to flare up, you're pretty much toast. So there you go. He moves quick actually. So, but the question is it a guy or is it a girl?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Godzilla. Think about it. You never know. Okay, because gotta lay eggs. You know which one I didn't like? I hated it. Matthew Broderick. Do you remember that? I was like, that's not Godzilla. Godzilla was the one. You remember he would jump up and he'd do that whenever he got excited. I was like, that's Godzilla. That other one was just so weak imitation. Whatever you can do to get a little bit of money. I get it. Of course, by the way, a lot of storms actually are bringing historic snowfall to parts of the Midwest. You got to be careful if you're in this area. More than 60 million people are under winter weather alerts prompted by two major storm systems taking shape this week. The first will dump their snow from the Central Plains to the mid-Atlantic coast through Tuesday night. The deepest snow will pile up across Iowa. Some of the snow will be very heavy with snowfall rates of up to 2 inches an hour. One National Weather Service in Des Moines says if these snow totals materialize, they would be very rare for Iowa. On average, single-day snowfalls of a foot or more only historically occur every 15 to 20 years. If a foot of snow falls in Des Moines in a day, it will only be the 10th time a foot or more has fallen since 1884. The last time they saw this much snow in a day was in 2004. Okay, so question of the day, obviously. Snow. When's the last time you've been up to snow, and is it worth it? What do you do, and how are you going to do it?
Good question. Hopefully you'll go to the mountains. I haven't seen snow since last year when it snowed here in Banning.
Yeah.
I was actually expecting it to snow today, but obviously it's not, which is why I'm in a sad panda mood. So I was expecting snow. I really was.
Well, to actually help yourself, again, being January 25th, there's National Florida Day, National Irish Coffee Day, National Opposite Day, and National Bubble Wrap Day. Of these, which will you do to actually amplify your mood to be just a little bit better?
I'm going to have to go with the popping the bubble thing because who doesn't love that?
I hear you. That's exactly it. I'm telling you. National Bubble Wrap Day, of course, is known as the Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day on the last Monday in January, recognizing their fascination piece of invention. Bubble Wrap's primary purpose is to protect, of course, fragile items, either in shipping or storage, but people take enjoyment from just popping the bubbles in bubble wrap. Do you take the time to do that?
Oh, me? Yeah, I do. I'm still a child.
Did you know that how it started? There were two engineers. They created this bubble wrap they used as packaging. It didn't pop into their minds right away. Mark Chavanes and Alfred Fielding first sealed two shower curtains together in 1956 in the town of Hawthorne, New Jersey. The technique created a smattering of air bubbles. The engineers initially thought the creation would make a great wallpaper. Sales for the wallpaper never materialized. Chavans and Fielding moved to sell the product as greenhouse insulation. The product was originally named AirCap and produced by the Sealed Air Corporation, which was founded in 1960. In 1961, the product evolved into the bubble wrap we know today when it protected IBM's 1401 computer when it started shipping. Sealed Air Corporation trademarked bubble wrap and has been filling shipping needs ever since. If you want to, of course, celebrate, use hashtag Bubble Wrap Day. Have some fun with it. Share it with the friends. And, I don't know about you, but this is fun to share with the little kids. I am one that always is like, just let me pop it a couple times. You ever just do that, especially when you're like at the store and you're just like, I want to be a rebel. Pop.
Really do. If I see bubble wrap, I just got to go for it. So it's a bad habit.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we're going to take another break here on the morning show. We'll be right back right after these messages. Keep popping.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
For generations, alligators have weathered nature, biological threats, and predators. How do they do this? The answer is in their uncanny DNA. Alligators have one of the strongest immune systems in the animal kingdom. Their fat cells contain the essential oils needed to fight off deadly infection and rejuvenate skin. How can you benefit from the alligator's amazing rejuvenating powers? Cayman Oil. Cayman Oil is the revitalizing and healing power of the alligator in a bottle. Cayman Oil is carefully purified and refined with an added hint of vitamin E and lavender to better harness the alligator's ability to heal worn and damaged skin. Treat dry skin, infections, cuts, burns, scarring, eczema, rashes, muscle and joint pain, and more. Even athlete's foot. It's clinically proven to kill the flesh-eating bacteria MRSA. This really works.
Wednesday.
We guarantee it or your money back. Go to mycayman.com. mycayman.com. That's mycayman.com.
Don't let insurance companies make decisions for you. Go to Pass Auto Center in Banning, your one-stop repair facility with full collision repair, auto maintenance, service, and an authorized smog center. You'll also find a full-service used car lot to fit every budget with the right vehicle for you. Trade-ins are accepted and they pay cash for your car. Pass Auto Center at 2609 West Ramsey in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway between Sunset and 22nd. Call 951-849-7878.
Hi, everyone. This is Bernadette, the host of One Life Radio, your number one source for alternative and holistic health since 2011. One Life Radio is designed to educate and inspire. Visit us at oneliferadio.com because you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it. Tune in weekdays at 1 p.m. on 1490 KMET Smart Talk, ABC News Radio.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Let us know what you're doing out there to have some fun in between all of the news, of course. Jesse, does anyone believe in Bigfoot here or even the possibility of them? Is that the question of the day?
Yeah, you would think it would be a silly question, but it's actually pretty big in Oklahoma right now.
Oh, really? Do share.
Apparently, Oklahoma Republican Representative Justin Humphrey is receiving backlash from believers and non-believers over his Bigfoot hunting season proposal. Now, I have a lot of problems with this. First off, if Bigfoot is real, it would be considered an extinct creature, correct?
Well, I don't know. It depends on the Sasquatchians, right?
That's true. But our first instinct is to hunt it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I kind of understand where he wants to do. He wants to bring tourists into his state. But I can just see a whole bunch of problems with this. People dressing up as Bigfoot, getting shot.
Yeah,
right?
I feel bad for the Wookiees that visit, right? Like, you know, I mean, come on, think about it. They're like, please, we're just trying to visit to offer some peace. I don't know. Let's see. Mario says, I think it's possible to have something out there, right? Why not? Or a big hairy man with just forgot to shave a couple times. But there you go. Right? I mean, come on. They had it at the circus. It was, what was it? The bearded lady. Don't judge people. Don't judge. It could be, somebody just, forgot to shave a little. over the summer. All right, people. Obviously, lots of other great stuff going on as well. Question of the day, of course. In entertainment, sometimes we think, you can never have enough entertainment. Sometimes I think that, and I think, Jesse, I need to look at some good news, and I need to look at it really good. So, what is out there that I can focus on in entertainment? Any good suggestions?
Ooh, and like things to watch or upcoming stuff that's a possibility?
Both.
If you're a Harry Potter fan, I just recently learned that a television series is in the works.
What? No way.
Yeah, I just found that out like 10 minutes ago. It's kind of shocking. I think it's in development at HBO Max. So, hey, we're going to give me the possibility of getting the Harry Potter show. Not sure what it's going to be about, but it'll be interesting.
Well, I'm all for that. WWE is streaming according to this. Of course, people are wondering what's going to go on with Biden. Busy plan, week of course, executive action. What is going to happen? The plan moves are outlined in a draft calendar document viewed by, of course, one of the news outlets to set their agenda into motion while his administration continues the planning work of coordinating with, of course, Congress on more ambitious policy goals like a new COVID-19 relief package. What does that COVID-19 relief package appear to have? Well, it appears to have quite a lot of bipartisan support of $1.9 trillion. We talked about this a little bit last week. What do you think should be included in that, Jesse?
Ooh, I have no idea. There's a bunch of things that could probably be included, but off the top of my head, I have no clue.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of people wondering, billed as Buy American. So that's today as well, Monday. Biden is expected to sign one executive order directing agencies to strengthen requirements for procuring goods and services from sources that will support U.S. business and workers. So that's thinking about those on the home front. Of course, tomorrow they're going to focus on equity with a list of executive orders that will create a policing commission and reinstate Obama-era policy on the transfer of military-style equipment to local law enforcement. They're establishing steps to improve prison conditions and eliminate the use of private prisons, formally disavow discrimination against the Asian American and Pacific Islander community, and, of course, coming into light of rhetoric around the COVID-19 pandemic. According to Wednesday's The Big List, the climate crises will come into view with an executive order initiating regulatory actions to combat climate change domestically and elevate climate change as a national security policy. Biden is due to sign a memorandum on scientific integrity. Healthcare, of course, is set to be the theme on Thursday, with Biden set to rescind the Mexico City policy and review the Title X domestic gag rule. There may also be an executive action on Medicaid, as well as the initiation of open enrollment under the Affordable Care Act. And by Friday, boy, oh boy, this guy is busy. Biden is expected to center on immigration on Friday with executive orders on regional migration, border crossing, and, of course, the U.S. refugee policy and the establishment of a family reunification task force, as well as an executive order directing people immediately to review the public charge rule. So, lots of stuff there, lots of questions about the impeachment. That trial, of course, set to begin on February 9th after Senate leaders received a deal to push it back, giving, of course, his legal team more time to prepare. What do you think is going to happen next, Jesse?
Ooh, I can just see a giant, a giant show, pretty much. Because, let's see, they want to impeach Trump. A lot of people don't want to because it's just a waste of time. But I feel like there has to be some consequences, correct?
Why not? Do a judge by jury and put it online, have people vote for that. Maybe they can vote quicker than Congress can. Let's
quicker in American Idol. What's up?
Exactly. Yeah. And do the singing voice of what's that show? What's that? Where they cover their face a little so you don't have to
No. Is it The Masked Singer?
Yeah, that one. Just do the masked prison inmate. Let's see the state of the play. According to news outlets, they've reported that Biden's stimulus proposal already faces Republican objections. Yeah, can't see that not going down. Senate Democrats have been laying the groundwork to use a rare procedural tactic known as reconciliation to pass major parts of the package if Republicans stall their efforts. Pressed earlier whether the president will hold out for bipartisanship agreement to pass this package amid growing concerns of Republican unease, White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain said the administration does want to see the proposal pass quickly, but that engaging both sides is not the enemy of speed. So we'll see what happens. A lot of questions ranging around there and what will happen next. Jesse, I don't know about you, but would you ever let a lady actually direct a sex scene for you in a film?
Wait, what?
You're welcome.
Wait, how do we get to this?
Well, according to Keira Knightley, she doesn't have an absolute ban on shooting nude scenes, but she's not comfortable doing so with male directors. During an appearance on the Chanel Connects podcast, the actress said it's partly vanity and also some male gaze for why she doesn't want to shoot such scenes under the direction of a man. Knightley talked to the Farewell filmmaker Lulu Wang and writer-producer Diane Solway about Knightley's decision to add a no nudity clause to her contract since she became a mother. She said, quote, if I was making a story that was about that journey of motherhood, body acceptance, I feel like, I'm sorry, but that would have to be with a female filmmaker. She said the misbehavior star, she said, I don't want it to be those horrible sex scenes where you're all greased up, everybody's grunting. I'm not interested in doing that. She said, saying that, there's times where I go, yeah, I completely see where the sex would be really good in this film. You basically just need somebody to look hot. And then she said, quote, so therefore you can use somebody else because I'm too vain and the body has had 2 children now, and I just rather not stand in front of a group of men naked. Knightley welcomed daughter Edie in 2015 and daughter Delilah in 2019 with her husband, musician James Brighton. You know, I can't blame her. I think I would sign that actual clause, right? I don't need to be seen all in my, some people like it. I'm good without it.
If the actor is comfortable in their own skin, but I can see how she would be uncomfortable, especially if a bunch of dudes just like staring at her like. So I can see how that would be anything to make the person comfortable, especially in an awkward situation like that.
Yeah, they oogle. I've been on a couple TV and or film sets where, of course, it's like a love making scene or at least pretty close. And there was one where it was a good friend, and he goes, "Hey, come on to the set and watch what we do." And I was like, "Oh, this. Do you guys fake this stuff?" And but they were both clothed, and they had like just regular underwear, but they were like skin color. And I was like, "Are you guys? Do you really go through that, or how do you?" I always wondered that until I stepped on that set. I never looked at my friend the same because I was like, I don't really need to look at you like that, dude. So there you go. Yeah, and it wasn't the Valley kind, if you know what I mean, because Chatsworth. Yeah, no Chatsworth. We don't. No, just one of the nice lovemaking ones. The cutaways that oh hey, they're making out. Now they're not. Let's see. Of course, people are wondering about the new Galaxy S21 and S21 Ultra, the delivering on the Android smartphones. Not sure if you saw these, Jesse. They still support space zoom with their predecessors. You'll now be future-proofed and ready for 5G out of the box, thanks to the latest processor for Qualcomm. They're starting at $799 there. Of course, what's the last phone that you bought there, Jesse?
The phone I'm currently using is an iPhone SE. And I'm going to upgrade in probably about a year.
That's nice. I'm always wondering, again, who am I under contract with, right? And will I buy it? Is it worth buying? Is it the phone that I want for the rest of my life? Because sometimes you store your photos on there forever. Of course, who these are for. Samsung's Galaxy S21. They're a premium Android smartphone that excels with their fast processor, excellent camera, long battery life. If you're looking to upgrade, it should be near the top of your list. The Galaxy S21 Ultra succeeds as the do-it-all option with an incredible display and impressive photography chops. If you want a premium smartphone that can send up to anything and can stomach a $1,199 price tag, you know what? That deserves a look. I say, why not? If you can afford it, go for it. Of course, there's products that you can get for a little cheaper, but so far they've been performing pretty good. In a, let's see, small upgrade, they have a refreshed design, a new processor, faster cameras. If you own a S20, it's not an upgrade. But, of course, you could check out some trade-in deals to your persuasion. The S21 Ultra drives a terrific 10 by optical lens, and it's no longer hampered by some camera options, as well as its predecessor, making for a much more uniform experience compared to the S20 Ultra. So there you go. There's some ideas, of course, up to the iPhone 12 line, and they're going to surpass Google's Pixel 5 with performance. So there you go. That's the question of the day. What phone are you going to want to buy? What phone are you going to get? And what phone are you going to want to be 100% with? Right, Jesse? And God forbid it actually crack.
Right? I'm waiting for the phone that just I can wear like the Google Glass. Remember how they were talking about it back in the days?
Yeah, I totally get it. I've actually wanted one of those with like a little heads-up display, right? Just happening right over your face. I appreciate that. Let's see. Maria says, I lobbied for Biden, even though his company to destroy Canada's economy. Shame, though. Anyone is better than Trump. Angela Araujo says, good morning. No, I'm Bigfoot. So there you go. Probably a Bigfoot, fan over there. Doesn't want anybody shooting him. Let's see. People, of course, were injured from their getting stirred up at the, of course, country situation. Maria tuning in about that. Maria says, BlackBerry is making a comeback. They can't wait for, of course, that one. And I didn't know that. Did you know BlackBerry is making a comeback?
No, I did not. I'm actually quite surprised. I'm going to look into this because I remember BlackBerry, and it was a good product back in the days.
Yeah, so we'll see. As long as you got your flip phone and it works, make sure to call Mom. All right, people, make it a great day, whatever you do. Remember, life is worth living. Live it well. Bye-bye, everyone.